The Adventures of Lily and the Enchanted Forest. Lily was a curious and adventurous little girl with bright blue eyes and golden curls that bounced with every step she took. She lived in a small village nestled at the edge of the Whispering Woods, a forest filled with ancient trees that seemed to talk among themselves when the wind blew. Her village was full of kind people who loved telling stories about the magical creatures said to live in the woods. One sunny morning, as Lily was helping her mother in the garden, she heard a soft rustling in the bushes. Curious, she put down her watering can and crept closer. To her surprise, a tiny, shimmering butterfly with wings that sparkled like diamonds fluttered out. "Do you want me to follow you?" Lily asked, feeling a tingle of excitement. The butterfly seemed to nod, its wings catching the sunlight and creating a dazzling display of colors. Lily glanced back at her house, knowing her mother wouldn't mind if she ventured a little way into the woods. Just for a little while, she told herself, and started following the butterfly. As she stepped into the forest, the air became cooler, and the sounds of chirping birds and rustling leaves filled her ears. The trees are tall and ancient, seemed to whisper secrets to one another. Lily followed the butterfly deeper into the woods until they reached a clearing with a small, sparkling pond at its center. The butterfly landed on a large rock by the pond and transformed into a tiny, glowing fairy with delicate wings and a radiant smile. "Thank you for following me, Lily," the fairy said in a voice as soft as a breeze. "I am Flora, the guardian of the Whispering Woods." Lily's eyes widened in amazement. "A fairy? I've heard stories about you. Why did you bring me here?" Flora fluttered closer. "The forest is in trouble, Lily. A dark spell has been cast over it, and the magical creatures are in danger. We need a brave and kind-hearted human to help us break the spell." Lily felt a surge of determination. "I'll help you, Flora. What do I need to do?" Flora smiled. "You must embark on a journey through the enchanted forest, where you will meet various magical creatures who will guide you. Together, you will find the 3 pieces of the Enchanted Amulet that can break the spell." Lily nodded, feeling both excited and nervous. "Where do I start?" Flora pointed to a path leading deeper into the forest. "Follow this path, and you will meet your first guide, a wise old owl named Oliver. He will tell you more about your quest. Good luck, Lily." With a final nod, Lily set off on her adventure, feeling a sense of purpose and excitement. She couldn't wait to see what wonders the enchanted forest had in store for her. As Lily walked along the path, the forest seemed to come alive with vibrant colors and enchanting sounds. She marveled at the flowers that glowed with an inner light and the trees that seemed to hum with a soothing melody. After a while, she spotted a large, ancient oak tree with a hollow at its base. Perched on a branch above, the hollow was a wise-looking owl with feathers as white as snow and eyes that sparkled with wisdom. "Hello there," Lily called out. "Are you Oliver?" The owl blinked slowly and hooted softly. "Indeed, I am Oliver. And you must be Lily, the brave girl chosen to help us." Lily smiled and nodded. "Flora told me you could guide me on my quest." Oliver spread his wings and glided down to a lower branch. "Yes, I can. Your first task is to find the crystal of courage hidden deep within the cavern of echoes. But beware, the journey will not be easy. The cavern is guarded by a fierce dragon named Draconis." Lily gulped but stood tall. "I'm ready. How do I find the cavern?" Oliver hooted again, a soft and reassuring sound. "Follow the river that flows through the forest. It will lead you to the entrance of the cavern. Along the way, you will meet friends who will help you. Trust in your heart and you will succeed." Lily thanked Oliver and set off towards the river. As she walked, she couldn't help but feel a mix of excitement and apprehension. She had never encountered a dragon before, but she was determined to find the crystal of courage and help save the forest. After a while, she heard the gentle babbling of a river and quickened her pace. The river was clear and sparkled in the sunlight, guiding her towards her next destination. As she followed the river, she came across a group of friendly-looking creatures gathered by the water's edge. One of them, a small, furry creature with big ears and a mischievous grin, approached her. "Hello, I'm Benny the bunny. Are you on a quest?" Lily smiled and nodded. "Yes, I am. I'm looking for the Cavern of Echoes." Benny's eyes twinkled with excitement. "I know the way. My friends and I can take you there. Follow us." Grateful for the help, Lily followed Benny and his friends through the forest. They chatted and laughed along the way, making the journey feel less daunting. Eventually, they reached a dark, looming cave entrance, and Benny pointed towards it. "That's the Cavern of Echoes," Benny said. Be careful, Lily. Draconis is a fearsome dragon, but I believe in you." Lily took a deep breath and thanked her new friends. With a determined heart, she stepped into the cavern, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Inside the cavern, the air was cool and damp, and the walls seemed to shimmer with an eerie, otherworldly light. Lily could hear her footsteps echoing as she ventured deeper into the darkness. She kept her eyes and ears alert for any signs of Draconis or the crystal of courage. As she walked, she noticed that the cavern was filled with intricate carvings on the walls, depicting scenes of brave heroes and magical creatures. The stories seemed to come alive as she passed, and she couldn't help but feel inspired by their courage. Suddenly, a low growl echoed through the cavern, sending shivers down Lily's spine. She turned a corner and found herself face to face with Draconis, a massive dragon with scales as black as night and eyes that glowed like molten lava. "Who dares enter my domain?" Draconis roared, his voice reverberating through the cavern. Lily took a deep breath and stepped forward. "I am Lily, and I seek the crystal of courage to save the Whispering Woods from a dark spell." Draconis studied her with a fierce gaze. "Many have tried and failed. What makes you think you are worthy?" Lily's heart pounded in her chest, but she stood her ground. "I believe that courage comes from within, and I am willing to face any challenge to help those in need." The dragon's eyes softened slightly, and he nodded. "Very well, Lily. To prove your courage, you must solve the riddle of the echoes. If you succeed, the crystal is yours." Draconis raised a claw and tapped the ground, causing the cavern to vibrate. A deep, resonant voice filled the air, speaking the riddle. "In a world of silence, I sing. In the darkest night, I bring a beacon of hope, a guiding light. What am I that shines so bright?" Lily thought hard, repeating the riddle in her mind. She considered the words carefully, searching for a clue. Suddenly, she remembered the shimmering carvings on the walls and the stories of brave heroes who brought light to darkness. "A star," she said confidently. "The answer is a star." Draconis' eyes widened in surprise and then softened with approval. "You are correct, Lily. You have shown great courage and wisdom." With a wave of his claw, Draconis revealed a hidden alcove in the cavern, where a crystal that glowed with a brilliant, golden light rested on a pedestal. Lily approached the crystal of courage and carefully picked it up, feeling its warmth fill her heart. "Thank you, Draconis," she said, Turning to the dragon, Draconis nodded. You have proven yourself worthy, Lily. May the crystal of courage guide you on your journey. With the crystal in hand, Lily left the cavern, feeling a sense of accomplishment and renewed determination. She knew there were more challenges ahead, but she was ready to face them, no matter what. Leaving the Cavern of Echoes, Lily felt the weight of the crystal of courage, reassuring in her pocket. She followed the river back to where she had met Benny and his friends, and they greeted her with cheers and hugs. You did it, Lily, Benny exclaimed. We knew you could. Lily smiled and thanked them. But my journey isn't over yet. I need to find the next piece of the Enchanted Amulet. Benny nodded. I've heard tales of a hidden valley where the next piece might be. It's said to be guarded by a mysterious creature known as the Guardian of Dreams. Lily's eyes sparkled with curiosity. How do I get there? Benny pointed towards the east. Follow the sunrise, and you will find the path that leads to the hidden valley. But be careful, the journey is filled with many obstacles. Lily thanked her friends and set off once again, following the rising sun. The forest seemed even more magical as she ventured deeper, with shimmering flowers and singing birds accompanying her along the way. After a long day of walking, she reached a narrow, winding path that led up a steep hill. As she climbed, the air grew cooler, and the sounds of the forest faded into a peaceful silence. At the top of the hill, she found herself standing at the edge of the hidden valley. The valley was a breathtaking sight, with rolling green hills, sparkling streams, and flowers of every color imaginable. In the center of the valley stood a majestic tree with branches that reached towards the sky, and beneath it, a shimmering pool of water. Lily approached the tree, feeling a sense of awe and wonder. As she drew closer, she saw a figure sitting by the pool. It was a tall, graceful creature with flowing hair and eyes that seemed to hold the secrets of the universe. Welcome, Lily, the creature said in a melodious voice. I am the Guardian of Dreams. Lily bowed respectfully. I seek the next piece of the Enchanted Amulet to save the Whispering Woods from a dark spell. The Guardian of Dreams smiled. To find the next piece, you must enter the realm of dreams and face your deepest fears. Only then will you prove yourself worthy. Lily felt a shiver of apprehension, but nodded. I'm ready. How do I enter the realm of dreams? The Guardian gestured towards the pool. Drink from the waters of dreams, and you will enter the realm. Remember, your courage and determination will guide you. Lily knelt by the pool and cupped her hands to take a sip of the cool, sparkling water. As she drank, she felt a wave of drowsiness wash over her, and the world around her began to blur and fade. Lily found herself standing in a surreal, dreamlike landscape. The sky was a swirl of colors, and the ground seemed to shift and change with every step she took. Strange, ethereal creatures floated around her, and the air was filled with a soft, melodic hum. She took a deep breath and reminded herself of the guardian's words. Her deepest fears would manifest here, but she had the crystal of courage to guide her. She walked forward, determined to find the next piece of the enchanted amulet. As she ventured deeper into the realm, she encountered a series of challenges. First, she faced a towering wall of darkness that seemed impenetrable. She closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and held the crystal of courage tightly. The crystal glowed brightly, dispelling the darkness and revealing a path forward. Next, she came across a raging river with no bridge in sight. The water roared and churned, making it impossible to cross. Lily felt a pang of fear, but remembered the stories of brave heroes who overcame impossible odds. She took a leap of faith, and to her amazement, the river calmed and parted, allowing her to walk across. Finally, she reached a vast, open field where a giant, menacing shadow loomed. It was her deepest fear, a manifestation of doubt and uncertainty. The shadow towered over her, but Lily stood her ground. She held up the crystal of courage, its light shining brightly. "I am not afraid," she declared. "I will not let fear control me." The shadow hesitated, then slowly began to shrink and dissolve, disappearing into the air. Lily felt a surge of relief and pride. She had faced her fears and emerged victorious. At the center of the field, a pedestal rose from the ground, holding the second piece of the enchanted amulet. It was a beautiful, glowing gem that pulsed with a soft, soothing light. Lily carefully picked it up, feeling its warmth fill her heart. With the second piece in hand, Lily felt a gentle pull, and the dreamlike landscape began to fade. She opened her eyes and found herself back in the hidden valley, the guardian of dreams, smiling at her. "Well done, Lily," the guardian said. "You have proven yourself worthy. The second piece of the enchanted amulet is yours." Lily thanked the guardian and placed the gem next to the crystal of courage in her pocket. She felt a renewed sense of purpose and determination. There was one more piece to find, and she was ready for whatever challenges lay ahead. Leaving the hidden valley, Lily felt the weight of the two pieces of the enchanted amulet, comforting in her pocket. She knew her next destination was the Mountain of Wisdom, where the final piece awaited. The path ahead was steep and challenging, but Lily was determined to succeed. As she climbed higher into the mountains, the air grew thinner and colder. The landscape became rocky and rugged, with towering peaks and deep valleys stretching out as far as the eye could see. Despite the harsh conditions, Lily pressed on, her heart filled with courage and determination. After several days of climbing, she reached a narrow, winding trail that led to the summit of the mountain. The trail was treacherous, with loose rocks and steep cliffs, but Lily moved carefully, using her determination and the light of the crystal of courage to guide her. At the top of the mountain, she found a small, ancient temple carved into the rock. The entrance was guarded by a wise old hermit with a long, flowing beard and piercing blue eyes. "Welcome, Lily," the hermit said, in a voice that echoed with wisdom. "I am the keeper of wisdom. You have come far on your journey, but the final challenge lies ahead." Lily bowed respectfully. "I seek the final piece of the enchanted amulet to save the Whispering Woods from a dark spell." The keeper of wisdom nodded. "To find the final piece, you must answer the riddle of wisdom. Only then will you prove yourself worthy." Lily took a deep breath, ready to face the challenge. The hermit spoke the riddle in a clear, resonant voice. "In the heart of the forest, where time stands still, a secret lies hidden beneath the hill, a treasure of knowledge, a gift from above. What am I that embodies wisdom and love?" Lily thought carefully, considering the words of the riddle. She remembered the stories of the forest and the ancient wisdom passed down through generations. She thought of the secret knowledge hidden beneath the surface, waiting to be discovered. "An ancient book," she said confidently. "The answer is an ancient book." The keeper of wisdom's eyes sparkled with approval. "You are correct, Lily. You have shown great wisdom and insight." With a wave of his hand, the hermit revealed a hidden chamber within the temple, where the final piece of the enchanted amulet rested on a pedestal. It was a beautiful, intricately carved medallion that glowed with a gentle, golden light. Lily approached the pedestal and carefully picked up the medallion, feeling its warmth fill her heart. She thanked the keeper of wisdom and placed the medallion next to the other pieces in her pocket. With all three pieces of the enchanted amulet in hand, Lily felt a surge of excitement and anticipation. She knew it was time to return to the Whispering Woods and use the amulet to break the dark spell. Descending the mountain of wisdom, Lily felt a sense of urgency and determination. She knew the fate of the Whispering Woods rested in her hands, and she was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The journey back was long and arduous, but Lily pressed on, her heart filled with hope and courage. When she finally reached the edge of the Whispering Woods, she was greeted by Flora, the guardian fairy, and her friends, who had gathered to welcome her back. "You did it, Lily!" Flora exclaimed, her wings shimmering with excitement. "You found all 3 pieces of the Enchanted Amulet." Lily smiled and nodded, holding up the amulet. "Now we can break the dark spell and save the forest." Flora guided Lily to the heart of the forest, where a large, ancient tree stood. Its branches were withered and dark, and the air around it felt heavy and oppressive. Lily knew this was the source of the dark spell. "Place the amulet on the tree," Flora instructed. "Its magic will break the spell and restore the forest to its former glory." Lily approached the tree and carefully placed the enchanted amulet on its trunk. The amulet began to glow brightly, and a warm, golden light spread through the tree and into the surrounding forest. The withered branches began to bloom with vibrant leaves and flowers, and the oppressive darkness lifted, replaced by a sense of peace and harmony. The forest came alive with the sounds of chirping birds and rustling leaves, and the magical creatures that lived within the woods emerged, their eyes filled with gratitude and joy. "You did it, Lily," Flora said, her voice filled with emotion. "You saved the Whispering Woods." Lily felt a surge of pride and happiness. She had faced her fears, solved riddles, and completed her quest. She had proven herself to be a true hero. As the sun set over the forest, casting a warm, golden glow, Lily knew that her adventure had come to an end. She hugged Flora and her friends, feeling a sense of belonging and love. "I couldn't have done it without all of you," she said. "Thank you for believing in me." Flora smiled and placed a gentle hand on Lily's shoulder. "You have a brave and kind heart, Lily. The forest will always remember you as its hero." With a final wave, Lily left the Whispering Woods and returned to her village, where her family and friends greeted her with cheers and celebrations. She knew that the memories of her adventure would stay with her forever, a reminder of the power of courage, wisdom, and love. And so, Lily lived happily ever after, knowing that she had made a difference and saved the magical forest she loved so dearly.